set, showtime.
And welcome to the Ready, Set, Show podcast, where you can't say anything nice.
We will gladly say it for you.
What's up, bitches? It's DT.
What's up, hoes? It's Letty.
And welcome to episode 31. We're in the 30s now, Letty.
Fuck, man. We're getting there.
30s, everybody.
30s, man.
Glad to be back, guys. We hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. We're calling this episode Snakes in the Grass as we jump into this, a topic that I'm sure is everywhere. I'm sure most of you guys have heard it, so you'll kind of get the context of the title of the show. But it's good to be back. We hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. I kind of want to start off, Letty, sending our thoughts and prayers out to you and your family, guys. I'm going to kind of let Letty, she had some unfortunate, tragic news. So, Letty, if you want to discuss it, you can. If you don't.
Yesterday morning I got a call from my sister saying that my great Papaw had passed away. And it just hurts me more seeing my dad and my mammy down.
Yeah, man.
Because, I was close to them, but I wasn't as close as them. But, yeah, with Thanksgiving and that happening, it was pretty rough, but I was able to, take Ruby over there, and my dad got to spend his Thanksgiving with all of his kids and his grandbabies, so we did our best, and, besides that happening, we had a pretty decent Thanksgiving.
It's very unfortunate, but as guys, we share our lives with you on here, good and the bad, ugly and whatever, but we're very sorry to hear that, Letty, and we we're all got you back. We're here for you, and
oh yeah, I know y'all do.
Thank you for soldiering on for the show. That's why Letty's co-host of the fucking year.
Thanks, man.
My Thanksgiving went fairly good, Letty. We got a little platter up here at the old local grocery store. Shout out to Food Country. They're good people up there, and it was a good little platter. We kind of went over to my fiance's brother's house, and it was cool. It was a good time. It just seemed a little tense at first. I didn't know if something had happened before we got there, and I was like, damn, do they want me here? I didn't know, but it turned out it wasn't nothing like that. And we had a good time, and it was cool. Usually we go to Darcy's parents, but they were going to Gatlinburg this year, so
yeah.
All in all, it was a good Thanksgiving. After that, we went out into the Crack
madness.
Friday, as I'm deeming it, Black Friday. We kind of didn't go in the morning, but we went to Walmart. It really wasn't that bad the time we went, because I'm prepared to throw bows. I'm preparing for the worst. I'm gonna have to run over.
Yeah, I remember that. I was like, don't get thrown in jail, man.
Yeah. I actually ran into my aunt. Shout out to Aunt Joyce. She's a Cowboys fan, by the way. Been a fan since I was a kid.
Damn.
Yeah, she's a diehard.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I got to see her there. We did some shopping, got all that done. We got a few more presents to get, but all in all, it turned out to be a great day. But, when I heard that news for you, I kind of felt for you and hated to hear that. But
hey, man, shit happens.
We got to soldier on, man. We lose the good ones, but we got to keep our head up and realize that we're a part of a podcast, Letty. We're a big deal.
We are, man.
In certain inner circles, we're known.
The inner circle is known.
Well, but guys, real quick, before we kind of had a little delay on posting episode 30, I wanted to apologize, but I'm sure everybody understands with the holidays.
Oh yeah, holidays, scheduling, work,
It was mainly the editing part of it, because when we go do the podcast with Mo and Ben, there's rambling like you wouldn't believe.
But man, we don't get to see them that often. Well, you don't. I get to see them every fucking day at work, but you don't get to see them that often. And I know you guys want to sit there and talk and shit. But
yeah, it was cool, man.
It's great.
It turned out, I kind of left. I was like, I don't know but it actually turned out to be a good episode, and we always advise you guys. But Letty, I have found a game that I like just as much as Fortnite now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, as I told you before the show, guys, Madden 19, I'm hooked. It was going to be between that and 2K19, but I was like, you know what, dude, I love football. I haven't played Madden in years. I'd seen some gameplay. I was like, dude, I want to play some fucking Madden, and I'm glad I chose it. It's just cool to be playing it again. I was more of the college football type
Yeah.
player than I was Madden. I always got my ass whipped, but man, it's fun. They got this ultimate team thing where you can kind of build your team, getting good players. And man, I'm telling you guys, anybody playing Madden 19, holler at me, add me. Sabotage Space Gaming. I got the S capitalized in Sabotage and the 0 where the O is, and then the G in gaming. Add me up on Xbox. Let's get it.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
All right, Letty, who you shouting out this week?
My shout outs remain the same for the most part. Of course, shouting out Ruby, my beautiful daughter. She's with her dad right now, and I hope she, had a good time, because yesterday was her dad's birthday. I'm gonna give a shout out to my baby daddy. Happy birthday, Jeremy.
Happy birthday, Jeremy.
That little goober. I mean, she kept the party alive on Thanksgiving. Watching her play with my younger half siblings was a fucking blast. Oh my god, it was hilarious. Gotta give a shout out. Friends and family listen to it. Jeremiah, thanks for blowing up Snapchat.
Thank you, Jeremiah.
One day, if you ever want to, man, you want to come on the show and talk some shit with us, I'm down.
Yeah, we'll have him on.
I mean, as long as Mammy's down, I'm down. I gotta give a little special shout out to Roger. This motherfucker, I mean, this dude, he's cool as shit, and I can tell he loves his family. And this man, he went out and donated plasma to buy a fucking turkey for his family.
I mean, that's hardcore.
That's some fucking. You can tell this man loves his fucking family, because he came into work Monday or Tuesday, and he was like, he's like, I got a call from my daughter, and I was like, oh yeah? I was like, how'd that go? He goes, they're coming in for Christmas, and he had the biggest fucking smile on his face.
Makes you feel good.
Like, seeing him that happy, like, brought my day up a little bit. I was like, fuck yeah, man, because he was like, I get to see my daughter and my grandbaby. I was like, shit, man.
Donating plasma sucks.
Dude.
Like, I'm telling you, that's,
yeah.
I give you respect. Like, because I'm one of them motherfuckers, I can't just sit there.
Oh, God, no.
You know, with the needle in your fucking arm. But anyway.
Yeah, seeing the marks in his arms, I was like, fuck, man. He was like, I'll do anything for my family. And, that's how more people need to be.
Exactly.
And I gotta give a shout out to you listeners. I mean, without y'all, this podcast wouldn't be happening. Gotta give a shout out for DT. I mean, greatest fucking dude to work with.
Hell yeah.
Especially on this damn podcast. I mean,
damn right.
I mean, I could sit there and tell him, hey man, I'm in a shitty mood. You want to record tomorrow or the next day? And he'll be like, yeah. It's like, you get in a good mood and we'll get this shit done.
Damn right.
That's all my shout outs. So you shout out today, man.
Me, I gotta thank my family. We had a little tension, me and my fiance, the day after Thanksgiving, but or the day before Thanksgiving, but after everything settled down and we kind of went out Friday, it was just a good day. I got to shout out my family; they make me happy. And you're in relationships, you get in arguments, but at the end of the day, we're down for each other. We all love each other, and I love my family more than anything. Got to thank Lette again. Shout out to her for soldiering on, coming on the show, being a great co-host, weathering through many storms, Lette. Many being sick, death in the family. She's here. She's ready to record, and I respect that.
Thanks,
we
man.
also got to thank Drama Bryant, our manager behind the scenes.
Hell
Drama,
yeah.
we haven't heard from her. Like I've told you guys the last few episodes, she's dealt with a lot.
Oh yeah.
But I want to let you know, Lette, if you got a business that you're just starting up, a small business, you want your name out there. Let's say you already got a business. You're like, man, these cocksuckers just keep overcharging me. What do I do? What do I do? I tell you what you do. You head on over to socialpoint24.com and check out Drama Bryant. She has good packages, fair prices. You won't be disappointed. She has a blog where she will keep you in the loop with everything. And I'm telling you guys, you won't be disappointed because she works her ass off Monday through Saturday. Hell, she might even go into Sunday sometimes. I don't know. But she is a very hard worker and has done a lot to build her business. And we give our stamp of approval 100%.
Hell yeah.
But if you want to talk with her further, head on over to her Gmail at socialpoint24mail@gmail.com. Be sure you throw in that mail there after 24. And let her know the Ready Set Show podcast sent you. And we would greatly appreciate it. And we always got to thank Drama, man.
Drama B.
We may not hear from her a little periods of time, but dude, she's working her ass off and and our condolences go out with Drama as she deals with everything. And I gotta thank Greenville Vapor. You know, me and Letty, we love Greenville Vapor.
Fuck yeah.
They're a great group of guys. Adam, Richard, Jonathan, and just everybody there. I can't remember the other two guys' names that I usually see, and the young lady that works in there, but we got to shout them out. Great group of people. They really care about the vaping community. And got to thank Kellen Keller, the man that got the idea in my head to start this podcast. Always gave me the confidence I needed, and then one day it just clicked, and I always got to shout out Kellen, man. Good dude. I miss that dude. I need to holler at him. And last but not least, all you listeners, thank you guys so much. 500 downloads may not seem like a lot to a lot of people, but I said it last week. I'm going to say it again for me and Letty. Thank you guys so much for the support. We appreciate it. All right, Letty, moving on to same bullshit, different day.
Oh, man.
Letty, spaghetti. We got a lot to talk about right here. This is pretty well going to dominate this whole segment. If you guys have been, unless you've been hiding under a rock, I don't know if you know, we got some huge news that everybody from us podcasters, news outlets, the hell, just regular Joe on the fucking street is probably talking about this. Tekashi 6ix9ine, who dominated the headlines since he arrived on the music scene and pretty much told everyone to suck his dick and test his gangster.
Yeah.
And he's the king of New York. Oh, yeah, and he made music, too, if anybody remembers that. But, you know, his music has topped the billboards. You can't hate on the guy for that.
True.
But he said he feared two things on his interview, his second interview, Letty, on the Breakfast Club. He fears God and he fears the feds. Well, Jesus didn't come get him, but the fucking feds did, okay? The feds picked him up. At first, it was originally kind of thought because he fired his whole team, as we talked about last week. Shoddy and all these cats. He fired everybody. Said, because I guess he found out they were stealing. I don't think we mentioned that.
Oh shit!
I
didn't get to read that part.
Yeah, and I'm talking about like there was an incident where he was supposed to he made $3.6 million, but they told him he only made $300,000.
Holy shit.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, so they're still in a decent amount.
Yeah, but and it was said that they were stealing, and I think he figured it out. He even had booking agents saying that if he didn't play a venue, that he gave them his mother's address and said if he don't play, go do something to his mother.
That's fucking low, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, granted, with a grain of salt, this is what Tekashi said.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. So.
And he gets arrested. I think racketeering. There's a 17-page indictment. But yeah, Letty, he fucked up here.
He did fuck up.
Let me tell you something, guys. If you're in a gang, you're committing crimes, you're selling dope, just whatever it is, don't go on fucking social media.
God, no. That should be like the last fucking place you want to be. You shouldn't even have a social media if you're doing that shit.
Exactly. Because let me tell you what happened. If I'm a federal agent and I'm investigating Tekashi 6ix9ine, dude, I'm just sitting back like, wow, this dude's making my fucking job easy.
I'm going to get the bust of the year all because he's retarded.
I'm going to my boss like, is this dude really this fucking dumb? I mean, should we arrest this fucking idiot? I mean, I seen a video where he was talking about Chief Keef's brother putting $30,000 out for somebody to kill him. And then 2 days later, his brother and Chief Keef get shot at. They were selling drugs. They got racketeering. They got drug. I don't think it's drug trafficking. It may be. I'm talking about anything from ecstasy to motherfucking weed, fentanyl, everything. And they're trying to say that Tekashi is the head. Because, racketeering was made to get rid of the fucking Italian mafia. Okay?
Yeah.
I personally don't see, if you are in a gang and you're listening to Tekashi 6ix9ine, like, think about it. You take your homeboys over to your leader's house, and this motherfucker got rainbow hair, rainbow teeth. I mean, are you going to be like, really, dude? This is who the fuck you're listening to? But I don't know. Maybe where this guy got big and he making all the money. They went to court. They had, I guess it came to bail. They found out Shoddy, his manager, which I think we all thought Treyway was Shoddy. Treyway is actually a part of the Bloods gang. They're called the Treyway 9 Bloods.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard where, like everybody is in that whole fucking group is basically a part of the Bloods.
Yeah. Exactly. And so Shoddy's the manager. He apparently had 60,000 in his accounts. Tekashi had 1.7 million. And they denied bail. They said, nope, no thank you, fuck your money. And let me tell you something, when that happens, you gotta be nervous.
Oh, yeah.
When they don't want your fucking money, you know they're coming for that ass. And let me tell you something, Tekashi thought he did this shit. He's trying to say, oh, it's for my image. Oh, it's for this, it's for that.
You should have thought about that when you were saying it.
When the feds come for you, you're done. They have a 95% conviction rate.
Yeah, you're done, man. I mean, from what I've read, he faces anywhere from 32 years to life in prison.
Yes, I've heard 10 years to life. I watch a couple guys that they do these prison shows on. They've been to prison, kind of trying to help people reform and everything. A guy 23 and 1, shout out to him. And then you got Prison Talk, Big Herc, those guys. They all kind of think that he will get a little time.
He will.
I think he'll snitch. That's just me personally.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong, though. Maybe you don't. But he was in a Brooklyn jail, and they just threw him in general population. This motherfucker didn't get special needs.
He doesn't need fucking special treatment. I mean, if you're out here running your mouth the way you are and you get caught, oh fucking well.
But that kind of surprised me, because if you go over here and tell the guy he's got a hit out on him, you're telling him that. Why would you throw him in general population in a jail where they say that the inmates, there is a big escape, like guys that want to escape, it's a pretty violent jail, they say.
Damn.
So my thing is, why would you protect his life in one instance and then throw him in general population? But apparently he got moved, and they're saying that where he got moved is a location where people do end up snitching. And when it comes to the feds, the only way you're getting out of this thing, and usually people still get 10, 20 years.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Frank Lucas, dude. He took down 60-some dirty cops and everything, and he still did 15 years.
Yeah, he still did 15 years. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. And, that was he took down a lot of people. So, I don't know. How much time do you think he'll do, Letty? If you just had to guess.
If I had to guess, I'm going to say 10 years. Probably just 10 years, considering how much he could face up to.
Yeah.
Me and Ben were talking about it earlier in the week whenever I just read it.
Yeah.
He's thinking he ain't going to get anything, because money talks. But in this case, considering they took down the whole crew, I'd say 10 years for Tekashi.
Yeah, I would say that if this wasn't the feds. Fuck yeah, he'd get out of it. But when it comes to the feds, they denied your bail.
Yeah.
I don't think they're after money.
Probably
I think they
not.
want you off the street because, they consider that, domestic terrorism pretty much, because they said he was going around robbing rivals. And the dumbasses, like, it was something over a backpack, and these guys ended up with it. They go back, rob these motherfuckers. I don't know if they shot them, beat them up. And then they put it on fucking social media, the fucking same backpack.
Jesus.
Like, how fucking stupid can you be? Like, is nobody in this gang, is nobody going, hey, dumbass, stop fucking yakking on fucking social media, dude?
Oh, hell yeah. At least that's what I'd be saying. I'd be like, delete your fucking Facebook, your Twitter, your Insta, get rid of all that.
Yeah. I don't know. Do I feel sorry for him? No.
No, I don't.
I think he brought this on himself, and quite frankly, he's in a crazy way, and it's crazy to say this, the motherfucker's lucky the feds got him and not some fucking gang member
that shot him.
Yeah, killed him. Yeah.
Yeah, hell, there's been how many times he's almost been shot now?
Yeah, and look here, back in September, the feds raided him and got an AR-15. So this guy, he talked a lot of shit. He pissed a lot of people off. But even with all that, if he had just shut the fuck up and not put it out there, then he, who knows where he'd be. I'm not saying he would have got out of all this, but his attorney is Lance Lazaro. Proposed Tekashi be released if he paid the court $750K, surrendered his passport, and remain on house arrest, suggesting that he wouldn't be a flight risk under those terms. Lazaro's request was shot down, but he plans to file an appeal with the judge during a bail hearing. I heard him offer everything he had, $1.7 million, and they said no. So that right there, it's a 17-page indictment. His ex-manager Shotty's facing the same 6 counts. Prosecutors say the acts of violence were intended to protect the gang's drug biz, retaliate against rival gangs, or promote non-Trey's rep on the streets. Damn, boy.
Jesus.
I mean, this guy, you know, it started with Tekashi. They're even trying to hit him back with stuff when he was 16, before he was big. You got the shit with that girl that he, you know, got supposedly raped or whatever, even though I think he was just in the video, so that's why they associated him. But, you know, it's like, I think it was Adam 22 from No Jumper was saying, Tekashi's used to talking his way out of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like he did, like he thinks he did on that case with the girl.
Yeah.
And I think he is too, but I don't think he's talking. The only way he's talking his way out is, hey, this dude over here does this. This guy sells this.
He could be snitching, and then he's still going to get hit with a sentence.
I don't know. The moral of the story is, look, you know, that life, this is where it's going to lead. That or we're going to be reading that
your
you're dead.
obituary.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm telling you, you go on here and you put it all on public display, you're just making the feds' job easy. Like, I'm sure they barely had to do a lot of work.
Probably
I mean,
not.
Look at what all they had. I
Yeah.
mean, this guy, like, he's seen a TMZ reporter standing there, and you're talking about putting a $30,000 hit out on somebody. Like, how fucking stupid. I don't know.
I mean, he's stupid.
Yeah, and I quite frankly, I don't feel sorry for him. I think he brought it on himself.
Oh, he did definitely bring it on himself.
All right, Letty, what you got left to add here? I'm done with this fucking punk.
I mean, for him, I mean, it sucks for whoever. I mean, it sucks for him because we all know his cellmate gonna, if he ain't dead within his first year of jail, he's gonna be someone's bitch.
Yep, exactly. Ichi ramen fucking noodles. That's what he ate on Thanksgiving. All right, guys, let us know your take on it. If you've kept up with this story, let us know what you think. You think he's gonna get time? Do you think he's gonna snitch? I mean, what do you think about all this? You think he's really the leader of the non-Trey Bloods? Give us your take, man. We want to hear it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Highlighted band or artist of the week. Letty, who you listening to this week?
This week I've been listening to a good amount of A Day to Remember.
Oh, hell yeah.
They're really nostalgic for me, especially back in high school, because that's when they were starting to get really big, and it's one of Kristen's favorite bands, like, hands down. She loves them to death. A little bit about them. They're an American rock band from Ocala, Florida, founded in the spring of 2003 by guitarist Tom Denny and drummer Bobby Scruggs. Hey, look, finally some names I can pronounce.
Right.
They are known for their unusual amalgamation of metalcore and pop punk. The band currently consists of vocalist Jeremy McKinnon, rhythm guitarist Neil Westfall, bassist Joshua Woodard, percussionist and drummer Alex Shelnut, and lead guitarist Kevin Scaff. If you like screams in your music, definitely check them out. Jeremy, and I'm pretty sure there's one of the guitarists, at least in the older ones, that did the screams. They're amazing, always have been, and Jeremy's got a great voice. 3 songs for y'all to check out. The first one that I got for you, You'll Be Tails, I'll Be Sonic. This song has to be my favorite song by them. It just always has been from the time I've listened to it, because as soon as it starts, I mean, you just get immediately pumped up, because the first line in it is, I'm a mess, and that's the best way to describe it, and I'm just like, I feel them lyrics. The second song I got for you is All Signs Point to Lauderdale, and the more I listen to it, the more it relates to how I feel about this damn town I live in, because the beginning lyrics to it is, I hate this town, it's so washed up, and all my friends don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just how I feel on a day-to-day basis about this fucking town that I live in.
Preach.
Oh man, I relate to it so much. The last song I got for you is the very first song I ever listened to by them, and it's I'm Made of Wax, Larry, What Are You Made Of? And again, it's a good high-energy song. You listen to it.
Cool song titles.
Dude, the song titles are amazing, because for some reason in the early 2010s, from like 2010 to like 2014, my whole damn high school years, for some fucking reason, all the bands I listened to had these crazy fucking titles that had nothing to do with the damn song itself. I don't even think you hear this shit at all in it.
Hell yeah.
But That's a day to remember. 3 songs to really check out. It's a bunch of their older shit. If you want some heavier stuff, I just advise listening to their last album that just came out a couple years ago. They got like Paranoia and shit like that on it. It's really heavy and it's really good.
Hell yeah.
DC, who you listening to this week?
Me, I'm going to go back to my old school roots as I usually do. Head PE, which I'm pretty sure Head PE is still kicking. They ended up getting on Suburban Noise, but
Hell yeah.
Head PE originally stood for Head Planetary Evolution, and I didn't know that.
Oh, damn. I didn't either.
Yeah, they are an American rock band from Huntington Beach, California, formed in 1994. The band is known for its electric genre crossing style, predominantly in the fusion of gangster rap
Fuck yeah.
and punk rock, as it has termed G-punk, which you remember we talked G-funk.
Oh, yeah, we talked.
Rap.
Now we
yeah,
got
that
G-Punk.
was cool. But also for its reggae-fused music, which that's what I love, reggae mixed with hard rock.
Oh, yeah, it sounds amazing.
The band's cross-genre mix of styles has been cited by journalists as having a considerable impact on rap rock and new metal. Let me go ahead and read you the members here. We got Jared Gnomes, MCUD. They got Jeremiah Stratton, they call him Trauma, Kurt Blankenship, which is Kid Bass, and DJ Blackard. And I think DJ Blackard actually does back vocals. But the 3 songs I got, you got to go with the classic. Hey, bartender, hit me with another. I think I'm about to have to kill this brother. I love that. Bartender, dude. Great song. And then this is one they used to kind of joke about was their radio hit, Blackout. But I love that song. This is kind of one of their, it's older, but one of their more newer ones, Renegade. I fucking love
Renegade
that song.
is an amazing song.
Yeah. I'm a renegade. I love that, but it's a great song. But guys, those are the 3 songs. Definitely check out Head PE if you haven't already. They are just kind of one of those bands I felt like they were out there, but they also kind of flew under the radar to a lot of people. I feel like they could have been bigger. Now, I know they did switch labels. They ended up going to Suburban Noise. They left Jive Records. And when they went over to Suburban Noise, they kind of went more underground.
Yeah.
But Suburban Noise, which Cottonmouth Kings,
Oh, yeah.
A lot of great bands on Suburban Noise and artists. But definitely check out A Day to Remember and Head Planet Earth. I'm telling you guys, 2 great bands you won't regret. They're probably more underground, but hey, hell yeah, I love it.
Check them out, especially Renegade by Head PE. That was the first song I ever heard by them.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it was amazing when I first heard it. I listened to it like 4 times in a row.
All right, Letty, on to
Dumbass
of the Week.
Dumbass.
I'll just go ahead and start this one. You know me, I like to start off with hitting these dumbasses.
Get it, man.
I mean, I think we got to keep it rolling for me, Tekashi 69. Like, I just can't believe somebody is this stupid.
I know, right?
But in the same token, is this famous? Like, how the fuck is somebody this dumb, this famous? And I just don't understand so many people gang bang and stuff because it's all they know. It's a life that they feel like they have to turn to support their family or to, make it, whatever. And then, maybe there's some people that just like doing it. But I just don't understand why you would want to bring that with you and bring those people around you. I mean, what do you think? These guys are going to go over here and be honest around you?
Fuck no.
No, they're going to try to get the money. And now that he's locked up, they don't give a fuck about him. I mean, maybe he's got a few hardcore followers, but for me, I just don't understand how somebody talking this hard. I don't care that he's 22. I don't care how, age, whatever, how you could be this stupid to put shit out there like that. I mean, I read him and Trippie Red Beef, that was fake. They manufactured that behind the scenes. It's just all this stuff, and then you're going on here bragging about shootings. I mean, it's one thing you go on there and flex about money, whatever, but to me, it's just really stupid. And then he did all this shit for, as he stated, his image, quote unquote. Well, look where your image got you.
In prison.
Yeah, it got you in prison. And welcome, Daniel Hernandez, a.k.a. Tekashi 69.
Daniel Hernandez.
You're my
dumbass
of the week. Letty.
All right, for my dumbass, or I could say dumbasses, honestly. It's going to get a little personal, and it has to go back to what happened to me on Thanksgiving. Well, my mammy, she wasn't in town whenever my papaw passed. She went to Virginia with her boyfriend so they could go see some of his family who's basically, you know, they're really sick, so they had to do the traveling and go up there. Well, I got a call yesterday from them, and it has to deal with the funeral that I gotta go to tomorrow. And apparently, instead of doing it exactly the way it was supposed to done, it's supposed to have been done exactly how my mama's was whenever she passed away 4 years ago. And we supposed to, you know, have the visitation with an open casket, and then after everybody left, come back, do the service, and, you know, put my papa on the ground. Well, it's not happening like that, according to my fucking great aunts. They're gonna do a closed casket graveside service, and that's all he's getting. And half my family's fucking pissed. Everybody I called was pissed. Of course, whenever they told my dad, I could see the hurt in his eyes, which he wasn't gonna go go to the casket. He was just gonna go pay his respects and all that.
Yeah.
But then there's the fact that my mammy doesn't even get to see her dad one last time before they lower him to the ground. And those are two people you don't fuck with in my life, is my dad and my mammy, because I would kill for them, because they've been there for me since day one.
Yeah.
And so for that, the fact that they went against everything that they had agreed on literally 4 years ago, my aunts, I don't know which one it fucking was, so I'm just gonna call them both
Dumbass.
of the week.
I mean, can nobody like step in and say, "Hey, no, we want it like this," or are they over everything?
Well, from what I heard, my mammy is supposed to have been over it. I don't know if that changed within the 4 years or what, but yeah, she might get to see them. We might get to talk one of the pallbearers into letting us see them one more time before everybody gets there, because I have a bottle of rock and rye I gotta give him before they lower him to the ground.
All right. Yeah, you
Oh, yeah.
definitely got to do that. All right, guys, moving right along to Sports Junkies.
Hell yeah.
Letty, it is here. I don't want to say this is the final week, because I think there's a few more teams that play next week, but this is rivalry week.
Rivalry week.
This is when the meat meets the metal, or whatever they say. This is where the big deal, real deal, Holyfield, a lot of other metaphors that I'll fuck up, I'm sure. But, guys, we got Week 13 in college football. A lot of these games, because we're recording on Saturday this week, you guys know we usually do around Sunday, or usually Sunday, but sometimes Monday. So we're just kind of going to, you know, talk about the games going on. You know, some of them will be obvious who's going to win. Some, if they're close, like my team's game right now, you know, we'll kind of give who we think will win. And those that aren't playing, we'll just kind of give our picks. Letty will, of course, do Week 12 of the NFL, at which, you know, she will discuss the Thanksgiving games.
Yep.
And we'll just kind of give our picks, guys. But we're going to start with a game that is huge for my Florida State Seminoles. We're playing our rival, those dirty pieces of shit, down in Florida. The Florida Gators are coming into our house. Currently, the third quarter has just started. We are down 13-7, which, close game.
Yeah.
I think we pull this one out, Letty.
Man,
I think we can pull it out.
I hope yous do.
Yeah.
You've had a rough
Had
season
a
with your
rough year.
teams, man. You need some positivity in your life.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's been a bad year all the way around for me. But to me, look, I do want to keep the streak going, guys. We've had 36 or 37 seasons where we went to a bowl game every year. And I know a lot of people be like, "Oh, you're a fucking asshole for saying that." But if we do lose, which I don't think we will, it wouldn't be that bad a year as this was, that we go back to the drawing board, start early on recruiting, and just start getting things rebuilt for next year. But let me say, first and foremost, I do want to go to a fucking bowl.
Oh, yeah, you can't break the streak.
Again, that score, Florida's ranked 11th. It's 13-7, and the third quarter has just started. On to unranked Georgia Tech taking on number 5 Georgia. This is always a huge rivalry game that Georgia is beating the shit out of them, 45-7.
Jesus.
Yeah, we got a close game here. Number 20 Syracuse take on unranked Boston College, and that is 28-21 in the third quarter. Letty, I think Syracuse pulls that one
Yeah,
out.
I'd say Syracuse is going to pull it out.
And Letty, are you ready
I'm ready.
for the Ohio State,
Oh, man.
Michigan?
Oh, man. How's that going?
Oh, my God. This is a rivalry game. You guys are up in the second quarter. It is 24-19.
Damn. Oh,
Ohio
man.
State is 10th. Michigan's 4th. And Letty, if you guys continue to play like this, you guys got it in the bag. But I got to be honest, I thought Michigan could maybe pull this out, but I didn't. I mean, you guys are obviously playing lights out right now. I think you guys could probably pull that win.
Oh yeah, we better get this. Damn it, Mo! I had to go with your fucking teams.
Yeah, but no, but on the real, Michigan's got a hell of a team, and they're ranked number 4. If they lose, they're out of that playoff.
Damn.
So this is a big game. They're going to be ready to play that second half.
Oh yeah.
All right, we got number 1 Alabama playing Auburn. Wow, they actually are playing a named opponent here.
Oh shit.
Obviously Alabama.
Alabama.
I mean, do we even need to
Yeah.
really? Auburn's had a rough year, man. They've kind of played terrible this year. All right, we got a 3:30 game. Number 12 Penn State taking on Maryland. Penn State.
Penn State.
Yeah. Another 3:30 game. We got number 19 Northwestern taking on Illinois. I'm going to pick Northwestern. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, now we got number 24 Pittsburgh taking on those cocksuckers at Miami, the Hurricanes. I'm going with Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been playing a lot better.
Oh yeah.
We got a 7 o'clock game. Unranked South Carolina taking on number 2 Clemson. That's a rivalry game, but Clemson. Yeah, I mean, dude, they're just destroying people.
They have been.
We got another, rivalry game in Kentucky. We got a 7 o'clock game. Number 15 Kentucky taking on unranked Louisville, and I think Kentucky gets them this year. I do.
Oh yeah.
I do. I think usually that rivalry kind of goes back and forth, I'm pretty sure. But I think Louisville's kind of got them the last few years, but I could be wrong.
But who's playing at home?
They're at Louisville.
Oh, they're at Louisville? Well,
Yeah.
Louisville might take it. They got the home advantage.
Yeah, I don't know. They're 2-9.
Never mind. JK.
I mean,
Listen.
they haven't played that. I mean, we beat them, for God's sake.
Oh, yeah, that is right. Yeah, never mind. Take that back. Scratch that.
All right. You could have said, no, Daniel. Y'all are doing I'm fine. All right. We got another 7 o'clock game. Unranked Kansas State taking on number 25 Iowa State, which Iowa State, their record may not show it, Letty, but they've played
been
good
playing
this
good?
year. Yeah. I got to go. Unfortunately, though, I got to say Kansas State gets this one. Who you got?
You know what? Let's have some faith in some people. Give me the Iowa State.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're probably picked to win, but all right, we got Drama's team, number 7 LSU, playing at 7:30 against Texas A&M and LSU, because fuck Jimbo and everybody at Texas A&M.
Go Drama's team.
Yeah.
LSU's got this.
Hell yeah. All right, then we're getting into the 8 o'clock games. We got number 3 Notre Dame taking on USC. This is a huge rivalry game, and though USC isn't ranked, they usually do play them tough. When it comes to rivalry games,
Everybody
you
plays
got
harder.
Yeah, you got to throw rankings out of it.
Oh yeah.
I think Notre Dame gets
Oh
them.
yeah, I'm thinking Notre Dame too.
I think a lot of people are hoping Notre Dame loses, though, because they won in that playoff. But, all right, we got a 10 o'clock game. Unranked BYU taking on number 17, Utah, yeah. 10-15 game, we got number 21 Utah State taking on number 23 Boise State, and I'm going to go Boise State.
Yeah, I was thinking Boise State.
Yeah, they've been playing great. All right, we got some finals from Thursday. We got some Thanksgiving college games. That's what's up. We got number 18 Mississippi State beats unranked Ole Miss 35-3.
Damn.
Yeah, we got a Friday game. Number 6 Oklahoma beats number 13 West Virginia 59-56, and once again, no defense was on the field.
No, there wasn't.
We got another great Friday night game. How the fuck did I miss these? Number 16 Washington took on number 8 Washington State, and Washington beats Washington State. Wow. Rivalry game.
Ooh.
I thought Washington State was going to actually go. I mean, they'll get a good bowl still.
Yeah.
We got number 9 UCF. They keep winning, man. They beat unranked South Florida 38-10. South Florida had a good team. Last but not least, we got number 14 Texas beat unranked Kansas 24-17. So we got probably one more week of some little odd and end games, and then Letty, it's going to be conference championships, and then we're going bowling after that. Bowl season will be here.
Hell yeah.
All right, Letty, what happened in Week 12?
Week 12 of the NFL, and we'll go over the Thanksgiving games. We had the Bears versus the Lions. Bears beat the Lions 23-16. We had the Cowboys facing the Redskins, and the Cowboys beat them 31-23. I checked out the highlights. There was a They picked off the ball a couple times. Some really good passing was going on.
Hell yeah.
Some good defense. I mean, it was just an overall good game from what I got to see. We had the Falcons versus the Saints, and the Saints beat them 31-17.
Hell yeah, Saints are on fire.
Oh, they
boy.
are.
God, look at that. They're 10-1, dude.
No, I know, right, dude?
Wow.
All right, here's the games we got for tomorrow. We got the Giants versus the Eagles.
I got to go Eagles.
I gotta go Eagles. I can't go Giants. Oh
Yeah.
man, that's one team I can't go.
Yeah.
We got Jaguars versus the Bills. I want to go Jaguars.
Yeah,
thinking?
yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely Jaguars. They're on fire, too.
And we got Seahawks versus the Panthers. Shit. I'm saying Seahawks. I think Seahawks will take it.
I'm going to go Panthers on that one. By the way, the Jaguars are not on fire. They're 3-7. I was thinking of another team.
Shit. We got Raiders versus Ravens. I'm gonna give this one to the Raiders. We
Yeah,
got this DT.
I'm going to roll the dice here, baby. Let's go Raiders. Go Raiders. We got this.
We got 49ers versus the Buccaneers.
I got to go Buccaneers.
Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Yep, Buccaneers. Browns versus the Bengals. I'm going to go Bengals.
Yeah, Mo, we got you back, Bengals.
Patriots versus the Jets.
Patriots.
I don't know. They did get beat by Tennessee.
Yeah, they did. But Tennessee's, I'm telling you, lady, they're playing
they've had a
lights
decent
out.
one.
Yeah.
Cardinals versus the Chargers. I'm going Chargers.
I see the Cardinals get them. I got to go Cardinals on that one.
Okay, we got Steelers versus the Broncos. I'm going to go Steelers.
I'm going to go Broncos.
Dolphins versus the Colts.
I think Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm going to say Dolphins.
Okay, we got the Packers versus the Vikings.
Packers,
yeah. And then we got the Titans versus the Texans. Titans.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're just on fire.
And that's it for NFL.
Yeah, the Rams and Chiefs had a bye week.
Oh, yeah.
And by the way, those two played last week. We didn't get to talk about this. That fucking game was insane.
Oh,
it ended up I think the Rams ended up winning 54-51, and they're saying that's game of the year.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man, we missed that. But that's it, guys, for Sports Junkies this week. Let us know how your college team fared if they played this week, and also your NFL team, who you guys are picking. Let us, we'll kind of next week maybe go over the results, or I'll post them on Facebook or something like that. But let us know how your team fared and who they're playing this week. We'd like to know.
Oh, yeah, let us know.
All right, Letty, moving on to story time. We got another ritual creepypasta. Me and Letty love them.
Oh, they're great.
They're our favorite. They're just so damn interesting. And as a disclaimer, we are not telling you to do this.
Don't fucking do them. If you do them and you get hurt, that's your stupidity.
Yeah, and let me tell you, this story we're going to read, and I want to read you this. The story we're going to read is called The Midnight Game. This is an old pagan ritual used as a punishment for those who have broken the laws of the pagan religion in question. It was mainly used as a scare tactic to not to disobey the gods. There is still a very real chance of death and even higher chance of permanent mental scarring to those who play the Midnight Game. It is highly recommended that you do not, I repeat, do not play the Midnight Game. Guys, keep in mind, we just like these stories. We don't go play these motherfuckers.
No, God,
we don't
no.
condone that in any way. So
there is a video game based off of this creepypasta. So if you want to go play it, I'm pretty sure it's free. It's just an indie computer game. Just go look it up and go get you a jump scare on. Yeah. But yeah, he just read that was just the first paragraph. Yeah. Don't fucking do it. Don't be stupid.
All right, we will continue. And guys, again, this one's called The Midnight Game. The game is played by inviting an entity known as the Midnight Man inside your home. The goal of the game is to avoid meeting the Midnight Man in the dark. Continuous movement makes it difficult for him to find you, and you should stop moving. He will catch you. Accounts vary as to what exactly will happen should the Midnight Man catch you, but the top claims are as follows. The Midnight Man will induce a hallucination of your worst fear until the end of the game.
Oh, shit.
The Midnight Man will remove your organs one by one, ripping them from your body. Death will soon follow. Do not begin the game unless you are sure you can finish it. There are no known methods to abort the game. At 3:33 a.m., the Midnight Man will leave your home, and then you may safely end the game. How to play. Players. At least one. You will need as follows: 1 candle per player. lighter or book of matches, 1 sheet of paper per player, a writing tool, pen or needle, 1 wooden door that can be opened and closed, and salt.
Alright, the instructions, the invitation. Number 1. Prior to midnight, every player must write their full name, first, middle, and last on a sheet of paper. Each player should prick his or her finger with a pen or needle and squeeze until a drop of blood appears. Let a drop of blood touch their sheet of paper and allow it to soak in. 3. Turn off every light in the home or structure in which you are playing the game. 4. Every player should place their sheet of paper with their name and blood on it in front of the wooden door. Light a candle for each player and place it on top of their sheet of paper. Next, you're going to close the door. Every player must then knock on the door 22 times. The final knock must occur precisely when the clock chimes 12 a.m. So not only is it a specific number, open the door and blow out the candles and immediately relight each candle. You have just invited the Midnight Man in. The game can now begin. Keeping your candle in hand and salt, matches or lighter nearby. Begin to move about. Do not stop moving until 3:30 a.m. If at any time your candle goes out, you have 10 seconds to relight it. If you are successful, continue moving about. If you are unsuccessful in relighting your candle, immediately surround yourself in a circle of salt. Remain inside the circle until 3:30 a.m. A few notes for the gameplay. Do not turn on any lights during the game. Do not use a flashlight during the game. Do not go to sleep during the game. Do not use a lighter instead of a candle during the game. Do not use another person's blood rather than your own during the game. Do not attempt to leave your home during the game, and do not attempt to provoke the Midnight Man during the game. And most importantly, do not assume that the Midnight Man has left your home for good at the conclusion of the game. Ending the game. At 3:30 a.m., you can stop moving, or exit the circle of salt. You may now turn on the lights. You have survived, and the game is now over.
Wow. I mean, that's crazy, dude.
Short and sweet, but don't fucking do it.
I mean,
Holy shit.
I just want to know who would do, like, what excitement, or I don't know if it's just curiosity, or where the hell did they even come up with this
Well, I mean,
shit?
curiosity killed the cat, man.
Well, I mean, the Midnight Man will get your ass too. I mean, I don't know, guys. Let us know what you think of that story. And again, if you guys got a crazy story, it don't got to be paranormal. It could be whatever, ritual creepypasta, a regular creepypasta, 3 horror stories from...
Hell, you got your own horror story. Let us know.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we love this shit, and that's why we do this.
Yeah, exactly. We just do it for the pure love of the stories. We would never do this. Fuck
Oh,
you.
fuck no.
I could not go through this.
Hell no. Having to walk around your house from like 12 o'clock to fucking 3:33. Like, I have a tiny ass house. You have to walk around for 3 hours and 33 minutes. Fuck that shit.
I got shit to do. I'm old. I'm in bed that time. What the fuck? Midnight Man, my ass. Midnight, come back at fucking 6 in the morning, motherfucker. All right, guys, moving on to...
Welcome to Thunderdome, bitch.
All right, guys, today we have a very different kind of battle. One that I'm very shocked we haven't done before.
Oh, yeah.
But we got a battle today, guys. It's a streaming service showdown of the top 2. Well, hell, let's be honest, the only 2 good movie streaming services out there. Today we have facing off Netflix versus Hulu. This one is going to be interesting and fun to do because we both used, both of these services. Yeah. We both like them. So today in the arena we will have some categories such as price, overall content, a few other categories that we'll kind of talk about. We're going to find out which one is truly better and then talk about which one we like the best. So Letty, are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Letty Spaghetti. Now let the battle commence. All right, Letty, you know how we do. We haven't done this in a while, so I'm kind of excited to do it.
Oh, man, it's time for the good guessing game that I'm normally good at.
Yeah, Letty is the queen of this shit. She can guess these motherfuckers like left and right. Yeah, she might get an occasional one wrong, but, it's hard to remember a time before streaming video services were everywhere. It's almost impossible to pick up a device, a screen that doesn't support them, especially the big 2, Netflix and Hulu.
Oh, yeah.
Netflix got started in 1997. Hulu got started in 2008. And, let's be honest, Letty, these 2 dominate the market right now.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Hulu is available in the U.S. They've got 20 million subscribers. And let's see, Netflix has 125 million.
Oh, yeah.
But we got some categories here. All right, Letty, we are going to start with price.
Price, I'm going to have to give the price to Netflix because if I'm not mistaken, they have like different packages, and I don't think Hulu does.
You would be correct.
Hell yeah.
Hulu used to have a free tier with limited shows and advertising, but killed it in 2016. Now the price is a flat $7.99 per month for its base content. Hulu used to call this tier Hulu Plus. It's now just Hulu.
Yeah.
The biggest problem with that base tier is it still shows commercials. I think that's a problem with Hulu. But Netflix pricing is a little more complicated. With Netflix, you pay to see it on one screen in standard edition. That's $7.99. You got two screens for $10.99, and it kind of goes up there. I think I pay $11.99.
Yeah, I got the 4-screen package for Netflix.
Yeah, I think you can go up. It says to $13.99, which is what is it? 4 screens.
Yeah, it should be the 4-screen one.
Yeah, but Netflix one's out. All right, next we got overall content selection.
Overall content selection. Oh man. Part of me is saying Netflix, but I also want to say Hulu because Hulu's got Rick and Morty, and let's be honest, that's the only reason people get Hulu most of the time.
So you're kind of saying a tie.
I'm saying a tie, but if I had to give the edge is going to go to Netflix.
Well, it's a tie.
It's a tie? Hell yeah.
Netflix used to be all about the movies, going back to its days as a DVD rental service only. A lot of muck is made about the ever-changing state of the Netflix movie catalog.
Oh yeah, they got some pretty shitty movies on there.
Hulu, you would think, would be a little better position since it's essentially owned by 3 TV networks, but the individual shows carried by Hulu are not always owned by those networks.
Yeah.
So, all right, add-ons.
Add-ons? Oh man. I'm going to give it to Hulu because I think you can get HBO with that.
You are correct. Add-ons.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Hulu now offers 3 add-on channels, HBO, Cinemax, and Showtime.
Fuck yeah.
I don't think you can add any.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
You
they don't
can't
have
add to
none.
Netflix.
Exclusives and originals.
Netflix.
And you would be correct.
Fuck yeah.
You are on fire. I told you,
Hell
man.
yeah,
You're good at
man.
this. Hulu has some exclusive shows that are cultural phenomena. Seinfeld and South Park is an example, as well as exclusivity on many current network and cable-only shows like past seasons of Rick and Morty and Fargo. Netflix has a lot of exclusives. Sure, it paid a lot to own 83 hours of Friends and reintroduced it to a whole new generation. Genius.
Yes, that was genius.
But what it offers in the way of the originals is on another level. It is spending up to $8 billion, with a B, billion, on
Damn.
original content for 2018 alone.
Damn. Well, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because, I mean, Netflix has, like, Orange is the New Black, House
Yes.
of Cards.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about that in a minute. Device support.
Device support. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna say Netflix.
It's a tie.
It's a tie?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The Wikipedia page that lists Netflix-compatible devices is ridiculously long, covering set-top boxes, streaming media hubs, gaming consoles, handheld devices, and OSs, smart TVs, desktop OSs, and Blu-ray players. Hulu has a pretty thorough list of its own supported devices, split by those that support the new Hulu interface that came along to help support live TV.
Oh yeah.
Or the classic version. Interface.
Interface. I'm gonna go with a tie.
Nope, Netflix
Damn it.
takes it.
Hell.
You're fucking up,
Oh
Letty.
man, I got one. Shit.
Netflix tries to make its interface as its uniform across platforms as possible.
True.
The differences between what it offers on desktop versus Xbox One versus iPhone are honestly negligible. Yeah. It's a lot of scrolling up and down to see different categories.
Yeah.
Then, on the flip side, Hulu's watch list should be the same as my list. Click the plus sign on any movie or show to add it to the watch list. Enhance with the smarts to show you new episodes of shows that as they come available the day after airing. Yeah, I got you. And the winner is Letty. Overall, who do you think won?
Overall, I'm gonna give it to Netflix, but if something's telling me it might be a tie.
Well, thanks to
plumb
some
it up,
ties, Netflix is the winner in
Hell yeah.
5 out of the 6 categories. Hulu could only win 3 with the ties. Naturally, this is a very subjective. There are plenty of people who would be happy with Hulu alone, especially if you're willing to pay for the live TV services that replace your cable set-top box entirely.
True.
But for now, it's Netflix. It's a Netflix world. All the other services are just streaming in it.
Oh yeah, I mean, Netflix and chill, yo.
Yeah, I mean, I personally use Netflix every day. I don't
yeah.
have cable. I don't want to have cable. I love Netflix. I never find myself like, I mean, sometimes you may have to scroll because you've watched a lot
Yeah,
of shit.
because you've sat there, you've binge watched everything.
Yeah,
So.
I do think if you're wanting a more cable-esque type service, you would
Hulu.
probably go Hulu.
Hulu.
But I like Netflix. I do wish, like, let's say like a Tuesday and a Friday, they would bring more newer stuff.
Yeah.
They just kind of do it once a week, and or even something pop up like, hey, here's what's new.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wish they would do something like that. But hey, because sometimes you just kind of got to flip. Oh, that's new.
It's like, oh shit, look at
Yeah,
that.
and add it to your list. But hey, I use it every day. I pay for it every month. That's what I like. What about you, Lady?
Me, I use both of them, but I use Netflix a whole lot more, especially here lately. Whenever I'm at work, especially when I'm on like my 2 easy stations, I've been checking out Netflix a lot more. They got a lot more stuff that I watch. A couple shows, The Haunting of Hill House.
Oh yeah.
Oh God,
I've been checking that one out.
Dude, that is, if y'all haven't watched it, I highly recommend it. It's amazing, especially if you love paranormal. I've been catching up on my Shameless. Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah, I got Narcos, Mexico,
Narcos.
baby.
I seen that.
Let's
oh, man.
go.
And then on Hulu, the 2 shows. Well, now it's 4 main shows that I watch on there. Rick and Morty, of course.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Rick and Morty. Vikings. Ben got me and Mo into Vikings. I'm way behind, but it's a really good show. If you like Game of Thrones type shit, check out Vikings. And then, they got South Park and Family Guy on Hulu. They took Family Guy off fucking Netflix, and that pissed me off so much.
Yeah, come on, Netflix, you're fucking up.
But, I mean, I use them both equally, but Netflix gets the edge because they got more shows that I watch.
Yeah. Guys, let us know which one you would choose. Hell, if you use both, if you think Hulu's better, like I said, we always want to hear the other side of the argument, the other side of which one we choose. I really like this segment because I like pitting. I always like the, hey, which do you like better questions. It's always been a favorite of mine.
Oh, yeah, and you get to find out different perspectives from different people. Is there any more streaming services we completely forgot about?
Yeah, you
Let
got
us know.
Crackle. It's free, but it's annoying.
Oh God, Crackle got so annoying on Xbox 360.
Yeah, it did. I mean, if you just broke as fuck and want some good free movies, they are decent.
Yeah, they got decent movies on it.
All right, Letty, it's time for that favorite segment.
Oh hell yeah!
That segment we all love. That time of the show where we get it off our chest. It's time. You ready, Letty?
Oh, I'm ready.
It has been one of them motherfucking days. I tell y'all, it has been one of them motherfucking days.
Guys, today's rant is about keeping your friends close, but your enemies closer. Due to the Tekashi 6ix9ine drama and how those around him played a huge role in him being indicted by the feds and facing a lot of prison time and just doing a lot of the dumb shit that he did, we decided to rant about how those around you and you choose to associate with is very important in your life and how it can reflect on you in many ways that we're going to discuss. We're going to break down our own situation, give examples of how those around us have affected us in the past and hell, maybe even now. Letty, are you ready?
Oh, I'm fucking ready, man.
Let's have a rant.
Let's fucking rant.
All right, so obviously a lot of him going down, were those people around him. Clearly they were using him, and
oh, yeah.
he was a puppet. Let's be honest. He was a fucking puppet. They saw he hit that stride. I don't know if they maybe seen he was going to be big or not, but they seen him making that money, and
yep.
Their mouths started watering. Like, yeah, we're gonna fuck this motherfucker.
Fuck yeah,
up.
he's bringing in the bank. We're just gonna be fucking snakes.
And they probably got him out there like, hey, talk all this shit, man. That'd be funny, hilarious. And then what happens when he does that? He's gonna need people to protect him.
Oh yeah, definitely, because he ain't gonna go out there and fucking take care of his own shit. I mean, have you seen him?
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, exactly. And let's be honest, the shit he was talking, I mean, if those people could get their fucking hands on him, dude.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. But I feel like, like even with addiction, they say the first step is admitting you got a problem. I agree. But let me tell you, in my own experiences, it's those people, you got to cut ties with those people around you that just, not just with drugs, just with anything that are going to bring you down.
Toxic people, get them out of your life.
Exactly. If you see somebody's clearly using you, like if they're just coming around, you know, and they're just wanting something from you, or like let's say they loan you $10 or something, and then they're over here pressing you for it or whatever and shit like that. I mean, clearly these people aren't your friends, because I just feel like when you're truly down with somebody, you're down with that person.
Oh, yeah.
Hey man, okay, cool, dude. Just give me when you can, or hey man, look, dude, you're fucking up. You seriously, I mean, somebody that'll sit you down and get in your ass, and a lot of people don't want to hear that.
No, they don't.
And for a long time, you're like, man, that motherfucker gets on my nerves. What the fuck is it? But that is a true friend.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, if I hear someone fucking up, especially, you know, if I care about them, I'm gonna let them know. Be like, hey, what you're doing is fucking shady, or it's making you turn out to be a huge asshole. You gotta fucking quit.
Yeah.
And you might be pissed at me for a day or two, but I mean, you're gonna get butthurt. You're gonna get over it, and the next thing you know, most of the times they're just like, hey, thank you for that real advice.
Yeah, exactly.
I've given it out. I've received it. So, I mean, and all them people have done that. I mean, I'm truly grateful that they were able to sit there and be like, hey, you're fucking up. And I was like, oh, shit, I am. Get my shit straight.
Yeah, I mean, understand, people, that when these people are trying to tell you this, that those are the people that are really down with you. They're not trying to be your fucking mom, your daddy. They're looking out for you. I can't tell you how many situations I wish I had listened to people.
Oh, yeah.
Family, whatever. And you're going to be faced with a lot of situations where you're like, which way do I go? Well, trust me, go with the guy that's telling you, hey, man, don't do this, or hey, man, your best interest, or this, something that they aren't going to benefit from, that they're just saying, hey, look, man, look, I don't give a shit about me, but this right here will happen, or that you could get in trouble for this, because those people are the people that are really down with you. And I've cut ties with a lot of people, because a lot of people back when I was on drugs and, I was over here robbing, shit like that to get it. A lot of them motherfuckers, they were just wanting to get high. So, of course, they were like, yeah, man, you should do it.
Yeah, go do that.
Well, I'm like, won't you fucking do it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, man, you got this. Those motherfuckers. And then them same fucking people will turn around and lecture you.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, that's the shit that always got under my skin, because a lot of my real friends showed me who they were back when I was in high school, especially once I got pregnant. And once that happened, I literally went from like 7 or 8 friends down to 2.
Yeah.
Jeremy and Kristen. I mean, I had, those were my best friends at the time. And then, we had our acquaintances, the band members and shit, but none of them gave me advice the way, especially Kristen. I mean, she'd sit there and she's looked at me, she'd be like, hey, what you're doing is fucking stupid. You need to fucking quit, or this and this is gonna happen.
Yeah.
And, she's lectured me like that. I've lectured her. But, I mean, it's true friends like that, and whenever it comes to the people I'm really close with now, it makes me feel weird, because I'm the youngest out of basically our friend group. And whenever I give someone else advice, I'm like, listen, it's like, take this how you want it. I feel weird because, you're like 7 or 8 years older than me, but I'm gonna let you have this because this is what I've experienced. Take it how you want it.
Yeah, well, it don't matter. And it don't matter if the shit you're lecturing somebody about, you've went through, done, experienced in your own life. I mean, trust me, man, at least listen to the advice, sit down and really fucking think about it, because, man, I can't tell you how many times where I've had that gut feeling. I've even had somebody assure me that I shouldn't be doing blah, 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 and my dumb ass still went and did it. Because there may be times in your life where you're desperate or whatever, and I'm telling you, like the shit Tekashi was doing, all that, I'm telling you, man, that life ain't cool. You see where that life has led this motherfucker. Let's be honest. Let's say he don't snitch and he gets 10, 20 years. His career's over. Either way it goes, no matter how you look at this situation, Tekashi's done. Because if he goes and does a few years, 5 years, people are going to think he's a snitch.
Yeah.
If he goes over here and does 10, 20 years, time he gets out, ain't nobody gonna give a fuck about his music.
Oh God, no. Everybody's gonna be like, oh, so you're the dumbass with rainbow hair and a 6'9" tatted on your face that got caught.
Yeah, and all that fucking attitude has got is people just being like, well, that's what you get, motherfucker. Let's move on to another artist. Like, He fucked himself.
He
here.
really did.
And you can do the same in your life. I'm telling you, this gangbanging, selling dope, everybody likes to take shortcuts and make that money. But what does it really mean in the end if your dumb ass is locked up or dead?
Oh yeah, I mean, it don't mean shit.
It don't mean shit.
You-
So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Those people around you, Letty, they could play a huge role
Oh,
in
yeah.
how your life goes.
Oh yeah, and I mean, especially like with us, I mean, we got kids,
Yeah.
so we got that aspect we think about. If I think you're doing shady shit, and I know my daughter's gonna be with me every time
Yeah.
I see you, bitch, bye,
Yeah.
Felicia.
Yeah,
I ain't got nothing to
exactly.
do with you.
Hey, I'm perfectly fine. I got you, a few other like Ben and Mo, and my fiance and family, and hey, I'm good.
Oh yeah,
If I got a few other good friends too, but other than that, I'm fine. I don't need this bullshit drama, and I went through it in my life. Believe me, I did it. I did dirt, and I ain't judging anybody. But what I'm trying to tell you is, them people around you, they could really influence you
Oh, yeah.
in a negative way to do shit. Like there was times like when I was on drugs, like the last time before the very last time I went to jail, I got out, and I was really wanting to change. I didn't want to do no dirt, and motherfuckers talked me in to going back down that road, doing drugs again and shit like that. And I did it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't cut ties with them people. Sometimes when people are doing that and you're wanting to change and be a different person, you just got to walk away. You ain't got to be
yeah.
a dick and say it to their face. Just be like, hey, man, and just kind of distance yourself from
Oh
these
yeah, I
people.
mean, because most of the time, if you got toxic people in your life and you start distancing yourself, they're 9 times out of the 10, they're the people who, they're not the ones who call you first. You're always the ones to call them first. And
Yep.
if you're not making them calls and they ain't putting in the effort, I mean, fuck them.
Yeah.
Then the trash will take itself out, basically.
Yeah, you really, and a good friend will call you and check up on you.
Oh,
He
yeah.
don't want nothing from you. He don't want anything in return, and they'll be there for you. And you pretty well know. I mean, and if you're a young person and you're coming up and you ain't sure, just trust me. It's not hard to figure these people
I
out.
don't know. If you got a gut feeling that this person might be, just being a piece of shit friend to you, you're probably right.
And I used to do little tests like, oh, I'm going to see what this motherfucker says if I say this. Like, if he wants me to go over here and
Oh,
do
yeah.
this. And that may seem petty and ridiculous to some people, but it really saved my ass a few times.
Oh yeah, then little tests you'll be like, hey, I'm thinking of going over here and scoring this.
Yeah.
What do you think of it? And they're just like, yeah, go fucking do it.
Yeah.
That's how you know, get them out.
Yeah, exactly.
If they're just like, do you really want to do that? Are you sure you should be doing that?
Yeah.
Keep them a little bit closer.
Exactly. So in closing, guys, I mean, the best advice I could give you is really watch who you bring around you. And a lot of people, they're going to be your best fucking friend, and those are the motherfuckers that will fuck you over first.
Oh,
Trust me, I've had it done to me. I've seen it happen. And as time goes on, you kind of get a better understanding. And don't worry about, oh man, I'm out here by myself, whatever. Hey man, look, better to be by yourself than to be locked up, dead, in some dumb shit you don't want to be involved in.
Ruin your life.
Yeah, exactly. Just learn that the people around you, they can make or break
Oh yeah.
how your life turns out, really.
Oh yeah, and one thing I've learned is you don't know true happiness till you're happiness by yourself, and then once you're happy being by yourself and you
Yep.
start bringing in you get closer friends, then that's the way to go.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for episode 31, Snakes in the Grass. As always, we want to hear your feedback.
Oh,
we
yeah.
want to hear the segments. We want to hear your guys' take on it. Again, we just want to thank you guys a lot for the 500 downloads. Here's to 500 more.
Oh, we got 5 more, man. I just checked it
Hell
before the
yeah,
show. We're up
hell
to
yeah.
505, man.
Oh, yeah, 505. Here's to 30 more episodes, Letty. I'm loving the momentum
Oh,
we
me
got
too,
going
man.
on. Again, our condolences go out to you and your family as
Thanks,
you
man.
deal with these hard times. And to everybody listening to the show, thank you. Please go like all our social media pages. They will be with these show notes, as always, on our Podbean page. And comment on our Facebook, man. If you just want to bullshit, let us know.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and put my personal Snapchat on here because I haven't been getting on the Ready Set Show one that often. But go look me up. I'm Torment, TORMENT 1210 1210. Every fucking time we record, I post on my story. If y'all want some updates, be for to send me a message on there. Just go check it out. I mean, that's what I'm normally on whenever I record.
Yeah, actually, remind me to give you that info. But that's going to do it, guys. If you like us, share our podcast with your family and friends, man. Let's get the Ready, Set, Show podcast out there, man.
Fuck yeah.
We love doing this show. And, guys, we are currently, real quick, in the works to getting a new mixer. Probably going to be looking at the first of the year. So, trust me, we are the equipment from everything we do on the show. We are improving. And we want to, again, one last time, thank you guys for all the support.
Thank y'all.
For episode 31 of the Ready, Set, Show podcast, Snakes in the Grass, I'm DT.
And I'm Letty.
And remember, if you can't say anything nice,
We will gladly say it for you.
we out. Peace.
Deuces. Woo!